Hey weirdos, welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're having an amazing start to your day, middle of your day, and end of your day. So I know the velvet nails have been so trendy lately, so I'm going to show you how to do it, or how I did it at least. You don't have to use a dip powder. You can use a gel polish or whatever you want, but I'm going to use a dip powder and as a base. And then these are the cat eye gels that I picked up. They're by Born Pretty. I got them on Amazon. They're like nudie, peachy, pinky jelly. They're like sheer. I had never seen anything like this before, but I figured we're going to give it a shot, see how it goes. So I'm going to start off by having my desk ghost turn my ring light off on me. And then I'm going to do a dip into this color called Mixtape Makeout. It's part of my collab with Sassy Mouth Dip Powder, the Nudie Patootie collection. I just figured, since I'm using kind of nudie toned gel, cat eye gels, that I was going to do a nudie toned dip underneath it. And like I said, if you want to do gel polish or builder gel underneath your cat eye, you totally can. But I figured this might look kind of cool together, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 2 bold dips per my usual. I'm only going to show you one because this video is really more focused on the cat eye type stuff. If you want to see a very detailed video about how I do dip powder nails, I'll make sure to leave that up in the cards so you can check that out if you want to. So I'm going to go ahead and get this dip on all of my nails, and then we're going to get talking about the cat eye. If you are at all curious about what the mani is on my left hand, I will make sure to leave that up in the cards for you as well, if it is uploaded. I'm not sure the order in which I am uploading these manicures. If it's already on my channel, I'll leave it up in the cards. If not, make sure you're subscribed so you can see that manicure coming up in the very near future. Future? If you're new here, hi, hello, I'm Marlakrishelp. Thank you for being here. I do nail content on this channel twice a week. Every week I upload Mondays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I would love to have you. If you feel like sticking around, there's no commitment. Really, I don't sell anything. So what are you waiting for? You're going to come back, so you might as well just subscribe. And if you like this video, at any point during the video, feel free to hit the thumbs up. That way I know you liked it and I can focus on putting out more content like this for you. So I'm going to finish up this dip. I'm going to do a second dip off camera. I'll dip in clear like my usual. And then, as mentioned, we're going to get into the cat eye. So after finishing up the dip, I activated, I filed and buffed off camera. If you want to see how I do that, I'll leave that video up in the cards. So now I'm going to clean off my nails. I want to make sure, because I'm using gel, or regardless of what you're using over your dip powder, you want to make sure you have a nice clean surface. So I'm taking a little bit of Young Nails Swipe Solution on my stiff, bristly, scrubby brush, and I'm just going to de-dust, de-debris, make sure everything is nice and clean, and then we're going to get into the cat eye. If you want to put on a gel base coat, this would be the time to do it. I tend to skip that step only because I don't typically wear manicures for very long, but if you want to prevent stuff from peeling off your nail, you're going to want to use a gel base coat first. So this is how it's going to go with the cat eye. It's really super simple. I'm going to show you exactly how I did it to get this look. I'm going to take the gel polish, and unlike most gel applications, I am going to apply this, I don't want to say thickly. I'm not gooping it on, but I'm doing a layer that might be a slightly thicker than what I would normally apply, because you want to make sure you have enough liquid on the nail for the metallic particles to really move, because those particles, magnetic. Then I'm going to take the magnet, I'm using the round side, and I'm going to slightly move around those particles from each side of the nail, all four sides, to focus them kind of in the center of the nail. And that's going to give it that kind of crushed velvet type effect. Now, the important part for the cat eye is once you get it the way you like it, you're going to want to cure it, because if you leave it uncured, those particles can start to disperse again, and then you're going to lose the cat eye effect. So I always recommend doing one nail at a time when you want to do a cat eye, because if you do all 5 nails at once before you cure, that first nail you did is likely not going to have that same cat eye effect by the time you're done with your 5th nail. So I like to go one nail at a time. Make sure I'm only flash curing. You can do a full cure if you want to. I'm flash curing for about 15 seconds after I finish each nail before I move on to the next. Then when I'm done with all 5 nails, I'll cure the entire hand for a full minute just to make sure everything is completely cured. But this is literally all it is. And you can play around with this as much or as little as you want. If you find you're losing the particles, you can always just rebrush on your gel polish, and it'll add more of those particles, and you can move them around. You can take it off completely with some alcohol if you want to do that and start over again. But this is one of those things, because it is a gel polish, where you can play and play until it's exactly the way you want it before you cure it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up all the nails, and then I'm going to throw on my new favorite gel top coat. I'll tell you about it here in a minute. So here's what the whole hand looks like. Every nail looks different, and that's kind of the point. You can do your best to make them all look the same, but you know me, normal is boring for me. So I like things to look a little bit different. I think it adds to the velvet nail effect too. So I'm going to use the Gelish gel top coat. This gloss is literally insane. It is a thinner consistency gel top coat, which normally I'm not the biggest fan of, but this levels so beautifully and the shine is insane. It's not a no wipe top coat, so you will have to cleanse off the tacky layer when it's done curing. However, I don't mind taking the extra step to remove that tacky layer for the shine and the durability. And I know that a lot of people, I've heard the chatter about not liking a gel top coat because it's got that like rubbery or plasticky feel to it. This does not. If you like the feel, like when you're rubbing your finger over your nails, that sounds weird. You know what I mean? Of like a dip powder top coat, you might really like this gel top coat. It's super thin. It's not rubbery or plasticky. It feels like a dip top coat, but it's gel, and the gloss is literally nuts. Wait till you guys see it. So I'm going to get the gel top coat on and cure that for a full minute in my lamp. I'll make sure to leave my lamp down below too, because it's literally amazing. My favorite lamp of all time ever. It's a little bit on the pricier side that I would normally pay, but for the quality you're getting of the machine. Not sponsored, by the way. They don't even know that I bought the lamp from them. It's like a no-name Amazon brand, but it's phenomenal. I love it so much. So I'm going to leave that down below for you guys, along with everything else that I used in the video. And once I give that a full cure, this is the finished look. I'm gonna go ahead and remove that tacky layer as mentioned. I'm just using some Young Nail Swipe solution. I literally use it for everything, but you can totally use plain old rubbing alcohol if you want. I'm gonna leave a video in here too of the nails and the way they shift. It's so difficult to capture this velvet nail effect. You have to have like the perfect lighting. So if you're doing this type of nail look and you're wondering, why doesn't it look like velvet? Move it around in different lighting. You will find it, I promise. But the lighting literally has to be perfect. So under my ring light, as you can see, I mean, it's nice, but it's not super velvety and sparkly like or the crushed velvet look can be. But as mentioned, I'm going to get into some different lighting, which took me a little minute to figure out after I put on my cuticle oil, of course, because I don't finish a mani without it. And I'm going to show you what this looks like in the right lighting. And y'all, it literally blew my mind how beautiful. Take a look at this. And yes, you get the complimentary cat butt too. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for spending some of your day with me today. I super appreciate that. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you, bye.